Hello anime fans and welcome to Animate. This time I'm going to highlight one of my favorite ongoing anime, the Monogatari series. Starting off with Monogatari, this anime follows Koyomi Araragi, a high school student who has a knack for coming into contact with strange phenomena such as ghosts and other monsters known as apparitions. When a girl falls into his arms one day and he finds she has no weight, Araragi becomes convinced that she may be possessed by such a being and decides to set out to help her, but not without a little resistance. As more cases of apparitions begin to affect those around him, Araragi takes it upon himself to save everyone he can. Now this is a really hard series to explain because it's not similar to most anime at all. If anything, I would liken it more to watching a book, and I mean that in the best way possible. Now full disclosure, the first time I tried watching this anime, I fell asleep because I wasn't used to having to read so much and, of course, pay attention. Eventually I picked it up again and have been hooked ever since. Why is that? Great question, let me tell you. First off is style. This is probably the shaftiest anime Shaft has ever made. It's full of random head tilts, text jump cuts, and animation changes. At some points this anime even feels like its own genre because it's just that different. Sometimes it's a good different that really makes you think, and sometimes it just makes you question what you're even watching. But for whatever reason, like a beautiful train wreck, you can't look away because it's so well animated. Next up is the story. Is this show all style, or is there some substance to go along with it? In my opinion, yes. As a matter of fact, the two work in tandem to keep you engaged on what is happening on screen. While this series could fall under a number of different genres, and at some points in its run does, I'd call the overarching story a mystery/romantic comedy. While there is action at some points, and beautifully animated action at that, the main driving force behind this series is its dialogue. Not only is there some great mystery here as Araragi races to defeat each apparition, but this series has a way of making the most irrelevant conversations absolutely captivating, thanks to some of the most hilarious wit I've seen in an anime and amazing voice acting to boot. Once you add in a fantastic soundtrack with new opening themes for each character arc and the colorful cast of characters themselves, you've got yourself a pretty awesome series. And with 65 episodes covering about 15 story arcs, there's plenty to watch. Now, I wouldn't recommend this as a first anime, but if you're a seasoned vet who could use a little something different, this is the show for you. That's all I've got for you today. If you have an anime you want me to talk about, be sure to tweet at ZTVGoofingOff using the hashtag Animate. Who knows, your favorite anime might just appear. Until next time, I'm Brendan O'Hara, and this has been Animate.